Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are living right and slaying some monsters right now. Today I have everything I've been purchasing for the past 2 months. And my wife, she has been helping me get to do this ice fishing season. Never ice fished before, and today I'm just going to go through it, unbox all my stuff, heater, pop-up. I have rod reel setups that I've actually already unboxed and kind of set up the way I want to, but I want to explain how I got those set up and what I plan on doing with them. I have lures that I will briefly go through. I'll shut up now. I'm going to close my garage door. We're going to start unboxing stuff and get it all pulled out, put together, and try to organize this chaos for the upcoming ice fishing season. All right, well, let's see what we got, shall we? All right, well, first challenge done. Get the box inside of a box out. All right. Open this up. All right, so this is the Eskimo pop-up. It's the Fatfish 949i. In case you didn't know and you're new to ice fishing like me, the I stands for insulated. So this year they have two different styles. They have the original one like this, it's white and or red, black and white, but they have a 60th year anniversary one that is $100 more for some reason. Maybe the plaid's just worth $100 more. Not quite sure, but I went with this one instead of the 60th year one. And I think it'll do the same job for $100 less. All right, take that worthless box, put right there. And now we have the back. And as you can tell, it's 5 foot tall. Which is fine, because when it pops up, I want it taller than me anyhow. Guess we'll get it on the floor. Well, I will say I am impressed with the quality of the material. That is with the carrier. It's nice, it's rugged, and it looks like it will hold up to a lot of abuse. Let's get you over here. All right. So now we're going to fold this out, pop it up, see how it pops up for the first time. I guess I should have turned that on. So now here we got instructions. Do it the old-fashioned way, figure it out. And all right, we are going to take a look, see what we got. We have our tie downs.
Here we go. Grab this. There we go. Pops up. Got the top pop. Now, we can't get these strings. Pop out the other sides. this one. There we go.
All right, well, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be here in the garage. But it's opened. Even a newbie like me figured it out. Got the windows all opened. I need to figure out a light situation in here, but I think for right now it'll suffice. If I have to, I'll open the garage door back up to get more light in here, but there is a ton of room in here, and I'm amazed with how much room is in here. Being as this is all together, we are going to open the buddy heater. Here we go. So, Mr. Heater Buddy, doesn't seem too bad. It's not huge, but it's not small either. So, let's go ahead and open her up.
Let's see.
Hey, look, instructions. I'm not going to read them. I should, though.
Get that over to the trash pile. A little bit better for y'all as I unbox this.
Get that out. There we go. Little buddy heater. Like, it's not the biggest one, but it'll work. I do have a gas tank. There we go. Take this, and we'll screw it in, I think. Oh, there we go. Oh, that makes life easier. So that just screws in like so. This thing's been dropped. I don't think that'll affect it very much. So I'll get that on there snug, plop it into place, and it's off right now. Pilot is lit, and we'll put it on low. There it goes. That's pretty neat. A lot of heat coming from that. So this thing says it can run like 5 hours on low, which is pretty remarkable for one little 1 pound canister of propane. I may do a 20 gallon just to have the security of something more, and I'm not buying the little ones a lot more. But it's going, it's producing heat. I'm pretty sure it has a tilt and kill. But let's get it in. The shelter. Pop-up is up. The buddy heater is in. It is running right now. And that was actually relatively simple. I thought there'd be more aggravation with all this, but there isn't. Heater's in there right now going. We're going to close this up after I open up the vents inside and see how long it takes to warm this thing up, and then we'll sit in, test it out, bring the wife out, put her in, see what she thinks, see if it's warm enough, and go from there. Like I said, the material is just feels very rugged. I guess the square stitching is the hold the insulation in. It's not super thick, but I mean, if it's -20 outside and you got a heater and that wind's blowing, I don't think the wind's coming through that. So yeah, give it a minute. I don't know if you can see in there, but the heater's glowing. It's pretty dark in there. Like I said, I will get a light and see what we can do. Bring the big camera in and get a feel for it. And let's go in. All right, well, as you can tell, the Eskimo Fatfish 949i. We're going to go ahead and head on in. Yeah, so it's pretty roomy in here. And it's nice and warm with that one heater. Quite surprised at this. Let's go ahead and shut this door. All right, so you can see there's a wire mesh. There's a whole opening here, and it's this whole area. I mean, that's huge. It's a big area to store stuff, keep dry, thaw out. As you can tell, there's reflective tape that I'm seeing from the inside along the windows. Here is the venting system for letting carbon monoxide out from running your little buddy heater. Got two of them. Got one here, and I got another one right there, as you can see. 6 windows, 2 there, 1 plus a door right here, another window, vent, window, and then this is another door right here. I am sitting inside of it right now with my feet kicked up, and I have tons of room. It's unbelievable. Easily fit 2 people in here. Really do like this setup. Seems big, but it folds up real small, and it's kind of what I wanted. Hopefully that it works out. I think it will. That heater's only been running in here for 20 minutes, and I am nice and warm. Extremely nice and warm. But yeah, this is the inside of the 949i. If you're wondering what the 3 to 4 person look like, trust me when I say you have more than enough room to accommodate 3 grown adults. I mean, you could do 4 easily. You know, you just put a guy there, guy there, guy there, and a guy over here in each corner. Drill 4 holes in each corner of it, and everyone kind of sit back to back, and you know, leave a heater somewhere. You put one there, put one on the other side. I plan on having 2 myself. I think that would be very efficient in here. You get it up to temp real quick, and you can use one to hold it. If you like using the little bottles, like I said, I'll probably go to a 20-pound tank. Not quite sure. I still got to keep it light. I'm dragging all this by hand, and I don't want to set up very much. So I may stay with those unless I will do a overnight stay. Then I'll have a 20-pound hooked up to it. But I gotta say, one is holding up just fine. It is keeping this nice and warm, and it's on low. So no arguments there. I like what this so far. Ice house, little buddy, check. My flashlight's more enough. There's a little heater going. Yeah, I do like this. And like I said, big old chair, and unreal amount of room, especially for one person. This is a great setup. All right, well, here we are, the floor of my boat with the chaos going on here. Nothing is organized, nothing's put away. It's just all kind of laying out. I mean, I got a receipt, I got fishing rod and reels, bait pucks, all this stuff. So we're going to kind of go through it. We'll start off with some of the fishing line. This is 8-pound fluorocarbon Invisalign ice. I didn't know what to get. I don't know. If you got a great suggestion for ice fishing line, you know, drop a comment, let me know. But I picked up 8, 6, 4, and 2-pound test over here to be a little versatile in different things. 8-pound will probably be for slip bobber, dead stick type thing. 6-pound I will use on, you know, not quite sure yet. I got inline reels and spinners. trying to get a feel for it. But that suffix line is probably what I'll use. I picked up some Beaver Dam. They've been around for a while in 6, 3, and 4 pound test. So figured I'd give them a shot, see how the line acts. I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll see. 13 Fishing origami blade. I guess it's more like a flutter spoon. We'll see how it works. We got Castmaster rattle and glow pink bobbers for slip bobbers for live bait. Sweetest pimple. I want to pick up a couple more of these. Some guys in Nebraska. If you're watching this, you probably already know who they are. Call them Swedish nipples, which is kind of funny, but I don't want to steal their thing. Moonshine jigs, same as a Rapala jig and wrap, a little cheaper, and these are all super glows, so I think they'll be great during nighttime fishing. I got a handful of those. I also have a white and pink one, the Pink Tiger. So I have a Rapala UV jig and wrap. This will probably be something to call the fish in with. It is a, what size is this? Number 4. I'd like to try maybe a number 3, a little bit smaller. I'd have to pick some up, not quite sure. I've spent a lot of money already. 13 Fishing flashbang, little glow stick here, it goes inside. I figured give that a shot, see what happens. If I get towards the night, Rapala slab wrap. I saw it and I was like, well, you never know. If it doesn't work too well for walleyes, maybe a northern or a little muskie is going to pick that up. That'd be an interesting thing. Rapala jig and wraps. I got 2 UV bright ones. Those will work great in low light conditions or if there's a lot of snow. Here's more of a natural perch one. Not bad. These are in 3/16 and 1/8 ounce. I don't know what sizes work great. I even got a Acme Hyper Glide. If you don't know what these are, the Acme Hyper Rattle is like a big weight. It drops up and down real fast. It's snap in place like snap jig. This has little wings that open up and it just glides down. Got a handful of Acme tungsten jigs. Not quite sure about sizes. I want to get some other ones. All I have are these 5, 2, 2, and 1. Figured I'd try them. I need to pick up a handful more. See how that goes. And I bought a little ice jig box to put all my little tungstens in. So get that in. Like I said, pick up a few more, see what happens. Maybe buy some with a little spinner on it. Who knows? Drop a comment. Let me know what actually works size-wise and stuff like that. I don't know. Bait pucks. Keep baiting that. So yeah, and all this crap is going to go in here. And by the way, I am not sponsored or affiliated with anybody. I just buy random stuff, what I think may work or I want to try. I did pick up a little snatch reel, rod and reel combo at the store. It's a little light rod. It's got a little orange tip that's real sensitive. I think it may work. Yeah, so it's a 29-inch light and it has a 13 Fishing descent reel, inline reel. So I'm not quite sure about them. I've seen a lot of people using inline reels. I wanted to buy a little cheaper version so I wasn't breaking the bank, to see how I felt with them. From the way it seems, it's like the bait caster of spinning reels. So I mean that's pretty neat. It may work out. I may convert over to them. I wanted to stay with 13 Fishing with everything. Being I'm from Florida, they're from Florida. I like their products so far. I have no complaints with them. Their reels are real smooth. I mean, this one's not super smooth, but it's, you know, I mean, you pay what you get for. This is like a, I think, $30 reel, maybe a little bit less than that. So it's not going to be ultra smooth, but it'll give me a good feel of if I want to continue with a inline one, and then I'll probably drop into their more expensive line if I do like that. But I have two of them, one in black, one in gray. This one is a light 29-inch. This is the Wicked Ice rod in a 28-inch medium. I figure this would be a decent little jigging rod for walleye. If I'm in the tent, I want something with a little bit more backbone to handle a little bit heavier jig, maybe like that. That should work. I think a medium would work great for this 1/4 ounce jig or this big flashbang. Or even the, where'd it go? This big Swedish nipple. Give that a shot on this. I think it might work. I put the Descent inline reel on it. So, you know, should do fine. We'll see how that works out. And then, let's see, I got another Wicked Ice reel, or rod, I mean. And then this is a 25-inch light. I think I will do away with this one, or I'll keep it. They say it's a light. I mean, there's a lot of backbone right here, but I mean, right there, it's got a lot of play, but it doesn't have the soft tip like the Snatch does or the Tickle Stick. So I'm not quite sure about this one yet. Maybe a great little crappie rod, but I got the Wicked Ice reel short shaft on this one because I think I like the way that feels right there. It just fits my palm a little bit better. But I did also buy the Wicked Ice long stem, which that one doesn't feel as right. If I hold it a little bit closer, maybe. But this is on a Inferno by 13 Fishing. This is a 40-inch long medium. They called it a medium heavy when I bought it online, but when I got it, it actually said 1240 M. So that means it's a medium. I like cork. I really love cork, which really turned me on to this rod. So I figured this right here, it has real big eyes on it. You can see that all the way down, even to the tip. This one I wanted to use for live bait or possibly jigging some of the bigger, heavier spoons for a muskie or something out in the open, because with these big eyes, the tips are not gonna seal up with ice as fast and stick the line. But that was my thoughts. But this will probably be my dead stick rod. It's a little bit longer, so it can really reach out and touch the other holes further away. Use the bobbers that I have. Where'd they go? You know, you lose stuff if you don't keep track of it. So, yeah, so we got these bobbers, and none of them will go through that eye, but I think that'd be pretty neat. So that's my thoughts and theories on this. I picked up some chains, I guess you could say, for walking on ice. Very much needed spikes, especially going out on early ice. Apparently those can be a lifesaver. If you break through, those will get you out. Hope I don't break through, but if I do, you know, I'll have those around my neck just in case. But yeah, that kind of takes care of that stuff. This is a medium-sized sled I bought. I got my spud bar in there, tie downs. There's a rope in there with my knife. So we're gonna get this, all this into that. Stay tuned. All right, so the takedown should be relatively simple. We'll just start pushing stuff in.
Don't want to go complete opposite. Maybe we'll push in the sides first. And all the way around. And smash top now.
This would have been a lot easier to do outside.
There we go. Alright, so clap down, we'll push the top down. There it is. Now, if I remember right, you take one corner, fold it over like that. Take the other, make a triangle, and then you do it again. Nope, that's not right. So you make a triangle, and then you fold the wings in, like so. And then you fold it back over, like this.
There we go. Wrap this around like this. Kind of more up at the top of it, I'm guessing. And start pulling. Shrink it up. And then it wraps right back around. All right. Now, I'm going to take a guess and say the legs go down through the bottom first. So that's what we're going to do.
Take this, flip it up.
Yep, there we go. Not bad. That actually loaded up pretty quick and simple, especially for one person. And that I like. That I like. Get this in the sled first. Haven't quite figured how I want to set it all up in here, but we'll see. Spud bar, let's put on the edge. Alright, worst comes to worst, I can carry this on my back. Not too concerned about dragging it along on the thing, especially if nothing else wants to fit in. So, heater, I'm sure it's cooled off enough. I'll take it and we'll put it right here. And tackle box. I get tackle box put in. Take this and we'll put it right here. Put under that bag. So, I mean, I don't know, what do you think? There are two things that are not in here yet that I have not gotten. One, auger. I'm thinking about getting a K-drill to have on a drill itself. It's going to be smaller and I think it'll be easier to tote around versus a big auger. Instrument. A lot of people that use hummingbirds use the Helix 7s. I am actually pulling my Helix 8 off my boat so I can actually find the places that I marked before. All my rock humps, all my cribs, everything, brush piles. So I have ordered the carrying tray for my Helix 8. I can get that in here, the underwater camera, that, and a auger. Pretty sure it can all still go in here. I can carry the pop-up on my back if necessary. So I still got plenty of room in this little sled. And it's not heavy at all. And it's going to move around quite easily. All right, well, here we are. Everything's in. I am done. I accomplished what I wanted to do. But I realized at the very end of loading all this up, the Eskimo I will be pulling out and carrying on my back because I need to put a 5-gallon bucket to put my fishing rods and loose items in. My Helix 8 needs a place to sit. A extra propane, whether it be a 20-pound tank or a 4-pack of 1-pounders, and an auger. So still got a little bit of jockeying stuff around, but we'll get that, and I'll show it to you when I'm out on the ice next time, how I got it kind of set up, how I move stuff around. And I think it'll be pretty neat. I hope y'all found this informational, especially with the Eskimo fishing hunt. Not a whole lot of stuff out there showing the actual inside size of it. I was actually quite surprised of the actual size of the inside of this hut. So when they say 3 to 4 people on the Eskimo hut, they actually meant it. 4 people is tight. You'll put in corners with short rods. 2 people, you can fish with 40-inch rods comfortably and have more than enough room. You can sleep 2 people in this on a cot with ease. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up and leave a comment if you got anything to add to this, or if you got an idea about how I can put lights in this pop-up without having a nightmare of pulling them down. I kind of want to leave them up and all that fun stuff. And subscribe. You can either watch me fall flat on my face or have a very epic day of fishing. Thank you again. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will catch you next time out on the ice.